Colin Lewis, good morning and welcome to the Marketing Breakfast. A very interesting and challenging title this morning, The Future of Marketing, More Different Than You Think. Can you enlarge on that for us a little bit?
Yes, indeed, it is a very all-encompassing topic, Victor. But really what it's about is the fact that there's a whole load of things coming together all at once. And I really believe that the current model of marketing that we have at the moment is broken. And this has been underpinned by three or four things that are happening. First is that the wider economy, obviously, and the second is how tech companies such as the Amazons, Apples and Googles and Facebooks of this world are now moving together, taking over spaces that previously and industries that previously were not their ambit. And the third thing that is really happening is really around ethics and how people and the effect of the Occupy movement. And all these things are coming together to kind of create a real kind of sea change in how marketing is approached.
And what should marketing professionals be doing to keep up with all of this change?
Well, I think the key thing is to become comfortable with ambiguity. A few years ago, you used to be able to say, well, I know pretty much all of the topics. You would know every one of the things and be a domain expert and a really deep domain expert on many things. These days, first of all, things are moving very fast. And secondly, there is such a wider amount of channels in marketing sense that people need to understand that you couldn't possibly keep on top of them. So my key recommendation is, first of all, know right across the various different channels and understand them. Know the wider things that are happening in marketing, but particularly in digital marketing. And then choose a particular part of it that you go and like and understand. So, for instance, in my case, I love email marketing and I'm a domain expert in email marketing. I spend a lot of time thinking and looking at it and really working at what's going on. So become a domain expert. And the other thing is to kind of get outside your comfort zone and start reading some of the blogs like TechCrunch or Mashable and really just think through what they are. And the final piece is actually the point I just mentioned there. Start thinking for yourself rather than be given and say, because this new shiny thing has come down the track, that it's important. Think for yourself and think it through, having read the books, looked at the articles and gone through the courses yourself, so that you then can decide what your own future of marketing is.
There's a lot of focus at the moment on digital marketing and social media, but are more traditional approaches to marketing still relevant?
All approaches are still relevant, whether it's digital marketing, whether it's social. None of these are really going to replace having a real relationship with a customer or having a proper sales process in your organization. A couple of years ago, I did a lot of work with an airline. I was working for an airline, and we did some benchmarking events. The folks in KLM.com, and they told us straight out, we really just see a lot of social media, and they see their email, and they see each of these as just an individual channel to communicate to customers. So just get comfortable with the concept of multi-channel and not have favorites, if you will.
And finally, a question we put to every speaker here. Throughout your professional career, what's the most important lesson you've learned?
That's a really good question. I wish I'd really thought about that one a little bit more. I think the thing is to don't believe you know all the answers. The moment you think you know all the answers, then you're dead in the water.
Very good, Colin. Thank you very much.
Thanks.